is right on your screen. Agit Caballel and Sergio, this guy has looked sensational late. 25-0 with 17 knockouts. And a lot of people, I believe including you, think he's going to...
I called Callum Smith winning. That was an underdog.
Outbang the Big Bang.
Hey, listen, I called, and I think this guy's going to do the exact same thing. Agit Caballel has momentum. Being able to beat down undefeated Makhmudov to them going his way, knocking out Frank Sanchez and to the body. This guy has the goods to get on the inside. Goes into the second half of the fight to leave Caballel of the Big Bang, not letting him use his size. And if this fight's going to do even better things.
This is his first fight in 208-round knockout over the previously undefeated 80 days. The last time we saw him, he was sensational. A seventh Frank Sanchez. He also, Makhmudov, the giant, who was 18 back in 2023, destroyed 0 with 17 knockouts. He just outclassed him, Sergio. He's not going to stay in the pocket against the big China.
No, exactly.
But I think that's the way he's going to have to beat Zhang. Surely.
He's either the way he fought a big man in Makhmudov. You know, he had to get inside, down to the body. That's what you need to do with Zhang. Zhang is not a second. He can't let a big man fight like a big man. You dig that fighter. So you need to wear off. He's not going to have any. Wear out that body and wear out those legs. That way, when the second half comes.
From China, Zhilei. And now let's welcome to the ring, Big Bang Zhang. Mongo.
Chris, what do you like?
Walkout song for Zhilei Zhang all week. An original fan out of it. I have been hearing this song for Zhilei Zhang, who is favored right now in our fans of walkout song I've ever heard. At least in terms of original song. To win 58 to 42%. It is the greatest, and it's a great opportunity and a great moment now. After the decision loss to Joseph Parker, bounced back Zhilei Zhang, who looked like he might be in some career trouble with a knockout win over Deontay Wilder. And just like about Zhilei Zhang, is he the guy that stopped Joe Joyce with Agit Caballel? We're going to find out a lot tonight of 2 times that knocked out Deontay Wilder. Or can he be a smaller big man like Caballel? A lot to learn. He outboxed by a jittery, skilled about Zhilei Zhang tonight.
6'6", the Big Bang, Zhilei Zhang, and approaching close to what? Didn't turn pro until he was 31, 270 pounds. Years old. He's now 42.
Scheduled for 12 rounds, and it will be for... Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for the vacant WBC Interim Heavy World. Brought to you by Riyadh Season and the Heavyweight Championship of the World Entertainment Authority, GIA. With Frank Warren for Queensberry, Bob Arum for Top Rank Incorporated, Gold Star Promotions, Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, and Sella. Along with Saudi National Bank, STC, their great sponsors, Saudi Tourism Authority, Dr. Suleiman El Habib Medical Group, Saudi Taunia Hunger Station, Lucid Modia Airlines, New Muraba Development Company, and Altan Feedy. Control, Steward in Charge Matt Harris, Board Representative. It is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board Representative Robert W. Smith, along with the World Boxing Vice President and Supervisor Alberto León Boxing Council, President Mauricio Suleiman. Our 3 judges assigned, Ray Perez of Mexico, and Mike will be Victor Laughlin of Scotland, the United States. Our referee in charge will be Mark Lyson of England. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight, Shukru Aksu. He comes to the ring wearing white with out of the blue corner with head trainer, red lettering, and weighed in officially at 200. Bochum, Germany. He brings in under 41 pounds. coming to us from a defeated record with 25 wins by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please 17 of his 25 wins. Please welcome the undefeated former two-time #1 ranked contender by the WBC, time EBU European champion, and the Agit Kabayel. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the red corner with red and black, and weighed in officially and trainer Sean George. He comes to the ring wearing gold at 287.5 pounds. By way of Shenzhou, China, fighting out of Bloomfield, New Jersey, US, a 2008 Olympic silver medalist. Now wins 2 defeats, 1 draw, 22. Now has a professional record of 27. Of those 27 wins, coming by way of former WBO interim world champion knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the number 2 ranked contender by the WBC, Zhang. See, Zhang Big Bang.
Okay, gentlemen, I've already spoke to you in the locker room. You know what I expect. First of all, protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, boys. Stay professional. Obey my commands. And most good luck to you both.
Jokes, but he's all business tonight. You can see it on his face. Zhilei Zhang has been smiling all week, having laughs, cracking Jason. If you didn't know Agit Kabayel any better, he shake that off. This is the biggest fight of his life by far. He looks nervous in there right now. Hopefully he's facing the biggest opponent. Look at this monster.
And stay away from that right hook. There it is right there. That's the main punch. Kabayel needs to move when it comes to Zhang, especially if you're moving to his right.
Movement is going to be the key for Kabayel. When
he's going to keep throwing that lead right hook.
Yeah, and you're right, Sergio. Zhang faces an opponent that stands in front of him, be it Joe Jones. He faces someone that moves and boxes. He has a few noise for Deontay Wilder. He tends to have success. More problems. He is 41 years old, some older legs, maybe some injury in this fight.
We saw in his fight against
Reese along the way. Kabayel's going to have to be mobile.
Joseph Parker. Zhang was outworked constantly. Will go down. That one almost clipped him clean.
That one barely missed right there.
But if he can land the straight left hand, you will.
That was a big left hand. You don't want to get it caught early and get caught. And there we go. That's how Kabayel's going to bend down toes like that.
Yeah, Kabayel got his chin tucked just in time as that left hand.
The big mountain in front of him. You know, you got to just aim at the chest, aim at the body. You have to get your respect early, you know, and get back on the bike.
Zhang does not throw a lot of
Kabayel did just that right now with that combination. Get your respect.
Punches. But when he does, they've got a lot.
Ooh.
Lot behind them.
Good right hand there from Kabayel.
You know, Kabayel's not backing down.
That's a good left hand right there.
Oh,
body shots there from Zhang. Fighter, you want to get him to sit there and trade punches with you. Love the body work there from Zhang. You want to slow down a mobile to that body. That'll take away some of that mobility.
And Kabayel try and tire the big fella out. Just wants Zhang to throw punches and to keep moving.
The Kabayel's going to have to go through some pain and punishment, man. He knows what he's doing. He's moving laterally all around the ring. He's not going to get out of this fight unscathed. But I like so far, he's catching the punches of Zhang. Zhang does it for the second half. So if you can get some of those legs and some of that steam off, Zhang doesn't really have a conditioning for the end. Kabayel's going to have more success the later this fight goes.
Eat a lot.
He has to go through some pain to get the victory.
Yep.
A lot of shots, though, along the way, Sergio, to get to the second half of that
What did
fight.
I just say?
Some pain, maybe an understatement.
Hey, straight! No punches, no punches.
This is the fastest start I've seen Zhilei Zhang.
Yeah. He threw a lot of punches.
Yeah, it's like he wanted to make a statement in that first round, and he did.
很好，男生很好，both make power 很好，很好很好，不是 changer, right? DN changer, DN changer. Grima, Chema, hold your pseudo. He's right in front of you. The left hand is right there in front of you. Okay? Yeah, changer pseudo, changer. Both make power. Charlie walk, he's stopping directly in front of you.
So Zhang setting up that left hand. And like you said, Sergio, he just missed a couple times.
Yeah, man, it's like, I'm afraid of. You don't want to get hit. The left hand's mean, but game of inches. And that's the punch that right hook right there is meaner. If another, I would have put down Caballel.
Yeah, you saw the instructions
Another shot that was 1 inch away from curling and twirling. That
from Sean George in the corner of Zhilei Zhang. And Sean George, good fighter, and has really had a huge positive impact on many people in the U.S. know former light heavyweight contender Zhilei Zhang, taking over his training in the pro ranks about halfway through his
Caballel's doing now. He's pushing back the big man.
Career and really fine-tuning him into a top fighter.
And look at hate being pushed back. They're accustomed moving forward. They're
As it sounds, both these guys said, he's going to bang me.
accustomed to doing the damage.
And I tell you what, it's rudiment. I'm going to bang him, and that's what Caballel is doing, especially
From Caballel, he was being followed around by Zhilei Zhang for the entire
start here of round 2.
It is a great adjustment. Irony of that first round. Now here he is pushing the big man.
Hey, maybe he felt the power of Zhang and just wasn't that in back.
Yeah, you got to bully the bully, man. You can't just let them have their way.
Impressed.
Maybe
Possible?
Maybe, but I don't think it's plan being executed. He knows he has to push this big man back. So
I don't think so either.
Power's power, man. This just game.
You know, Caballel up this side. He fought Makhmudov 2 fights earlier and got a knockout. Has experienced fighting fighters very recently out against him. No, I think Zhang is on a much different level than
Hey, Frank Sanchez wasn't the smallest heavyweight either. He had power.
Makhmudov, but size doesn't bother Caballel too much.
He was athletic. He was able to push him back, hurt and stop him.
Oh, nice right hand from Caballel.
Zhang kind of throwing out that.
And it's going to take something super powerful.
Early, you could use speed. You know, you could just use speed and
to put big Zhilei Zhang on the canvas.
yeah, not necessarily. And Zhang didn't have the best upper body movement or defense. He puts
Zhang has been knocked down before. It was early
the earmuffs on. So if you just touch the body,
in his career. It's been a while since we've seen him on the canvas, but he has been dropped.
I believe. Good shot. Yeah, Jerry Forrest dropped him out right there.
Deep breath already for Zhang. That is not a good sign. But Caballel's trying to bully the big man this round. Look how red his body's turning. As he lands an uppercut.
See, there's no upper body movement there by Caballel. Taking the power and you're blocking some shots. You can't yell. You know, you can't get lazy. You can't, even though you're not get lazy against a big man like this.
It's George Foreman.
I was about to say that, Todd. Exactly. Even though you're catching
just ask Michael Moore again.
Catching the punches and keeping your guard up, it just takes 1 inch, 1 punch to get through that guard, and it's over.
Just moments ago, Chris Mannix caught up with Callum Smith.
Callum, one of the first fights of the night and already a candidate for the best.
Feel good. Obviously, it wasn't perfect, but I was the underdog tonight.
Fight of the night. How'd you feel about that performance?
Yeah, and it got me back up a little bit. I see people saying, I'm laughable at times, but it was also frustrating as well. I'm finished and I need to roll back the years and stuff. And it was having had a tough career, and I knew I still had plenty left. And a league above them all. I believe I'm good enough to be a 2-weight world champion, and getting compared to the domestic heavyweights, I've always feel I felt I had to prove a lot of people wrong tonight, but it wasn't a surprise result. Forced me to read them a little bit. My vision was a little bit impaired, but that's for me. It wasn't a perfect performance. I took a few rounds off towards the end of the auction. You've got to get on with it, and I did, and I thought I was comfortable enough. I needed to be back towards my best tonight, and not believe I was.
Congratulations.
No, it's a good performance. Josh Buatti's a very, very good fighter. I knew it. Alan, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations indeed for opponent Joshua Buatsi, who was taken to a local hospital as a precaution. Alan Smith on that great victory, but our thoughts are with his precautionary measure. So hopefully he is okay.
We're attacking downstairs now.
You know, Caballero
In round 3 between these heavy hitters.
Both of them.
has gone to plan B very quickly. Punch for punch with Jaylee Zhang.
And John trying to bully him now.
The movement is gone. He is just trying to press the action and go.
He's returning the favor, going downstairs to the mid-set.
Has landed 21 more body punches than.
And Zhang is an excellent body puncher as well.
Well, Caballero Zhang entering round 3, so that is one of the strategies.
And I would argue that most of those 20 were landed in round 2.
Zhang cannot keep up this pace. He's not going to be fighting like this in round 10.
But then he starts off fast and normally gets you out there fast. No, he is not, and we've seen that before. I mean, that's the history. But the legs start fading and the conditioning starts withering.
I mean, we saw it struggle in that Jerry Farr. I think his conditioning is better than you might horse fight, but there were a lot of medical issues around Jaylee Zhang it would have liked. But I think Zhang is pretty well conditioned for a man in that fight. Granted, the Joseph Parker fight did not go as he does.
Caballero showing no 1 inch away from a complete disaster.
Yes, he
Fear. What a performance so far, but like Sergio said,
He is, but I like what I'm seeing with Caballero. But he's in there with a fighter that can take a lot right now because it's so early. But I mean, everything he needs to do, he's doing it. But I want to see how this fight's going to be in the 6th and 7th round because I did in the second half.
Well, the approach of
I agree with you, Chris. I think this man can't fight the same.
Caballero makes sense because big men, power fighters coming forward with a little bit of space to let those hands go. Punchers, they don't fight that well off the back foot. They've got to be front foot.
to be a heavyweight with all these matchups, these fights are being. What a great time forced to happen here in Riyadh by Turki Al-Alshi. Another mega fight next. If Caballero wins this, or Zhang for that matter, you're set up for another. There's no stay busy fights if you're a top heavyweight.
Of course, I think they're being happily lured. I mean,
Anymore.
I don't think they're getting paid really well, and they're being put on the big stage. I mean, this is great, man. This is what fighters want.
And there is Joseph Parker, who thought he was going to be fighting Daniel Dubois tonight out.
No, Daniel Dubois stepping out due to an illness.
Died about 48 hours ago, Chris, but that's not how it played.
Martin Bakole stepping in, and Martin Bakole got this fight because that to Lawrence Okoli. People involved thought Lawrence Okoli, man, Joseph Parker asked for it. This was a fight that was going to be the guy, but Joseph Parker said, you know what? Getting him tonight. I want Martin Bakole. I want the boogeyman, and he's.
Seconds out.
Round 4. Conventional wisdom says.
Round 4.
Each passing round benefits Caballero.
Body.
He's feeling those too.
No, not only that, but they're landing. And look at those body shots. 10 straight body shots. They're landing cleanly on the big man.
And we need to see an adjustment from Jaylee Zhang. He's got to figure out a way to change.
Just yelled from a distance, stop pushing him. He did not want to get between these two guys.
Some of this momentum.
I like how the referee just...
Good uppercut. Two good uppercuts there for Caballero.
And that may have hurt. He's taking a deep breath and we're only in the 4th round. It's hurt Zhang. That might have hurt the big Chinese fighter.
Accumulation of those body shots that's taking effect. A big man like Caballero keep touching you down there like that. You can't keep letting a fighter, a professional fighter.
I asked Caballel yesterday at the weigh-ins, I said, can you really afford with Zhang? He goes, just watch and see. And he would just stand in the ring and exchange big artillery. He's doing it.
Yeah, I've spent all of them. You see a referee warning again. Part of this week talking a lot to members of Zhilei Zhang's team for the push there. All of them said, we kept saying, we got to track this guy down. We got to track what they were going to get for the duration of this fight. But Caballel has totally this guy down. They really believe that what we saw in the first round was what flipped the script.
And you could see, we're talking about conditioning like that. Shouldn't want to be trying to hold on to the smaller man. That's conditioning on Zhang's part. You could already see it. It's trying to hold on. A big man conditioning, and that's the fatigue setting in.
And it's
fatigue, and it's the fact that he's in there with a fighter that wants to win.
He's 42 years old.
It's age, it's body shots for in Caballel. And look at the deep breaths.
It's Zhang. He's not quite that old. I don't want to add any years to
a year.
In Zhang.
Excuse me, 41 years old. Yeah, sorry. But boy, Caballel's game plan.
Zhang is he's already spent. He landed an uppercut.
So far has been brilliant.
Yeah, Zhang could have got the combinations going. Instead, he took a step
Caballel, the best kept secret in the heavyweight division.
Back and a deep breath in.
And you got to wonder, could this man be challenging for a world title soon?
To be in consideration. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure what to make of the last. I think if he keeps this up, he absolutely deserves 2 wins of Caballel. Makhmudov.
Good shot.
Makhmudov has proven to be a little bit overrated. Frank Sanchez.
Nice right hand by Caballel. 3 right hands in a row.
Has had a bum knee going into that fight, but this is Zhilei Zhang. You know, coming in, he said, at full strength.
Labored. Zhang looks right now. Hands by his side. Yeah, look how deep breath after deep breath.
All the way in Riyadh for the last crescendo. Obviously,
let's check in with Emily, who has a special guest.
We have the East Coast. This is a mad card. If there's one fight you want the fans to keep an eye on.
Ortiz. That's going to be a fight that...
And which one is that?
I would say Victor might steal a show.
And what do you think will happen?
Victor...
You know he's the underdog in this case.
That's why I believe that he will knock out late, tough, but a knockout Victor will rise to the occasion and prove the underdog status.
Stop himself. Stay tuned.
It's going to set up your power.
Absolutely wrong.
Well, you heard it here first from behind.
Go middle range, as soon as you step back, pop, pop, and then do it again.
It's 10 seconds.
Meanwhile, okay.
Corner. Seconds out. Round 5.
Well, Sergio, if you're Zhilei Zhang's corner,
You can't let this guy go on the inside and keep digging away at the ribs.
what are you telling your fighter right now?
Use the jab. Use the jab. Use your advantages, and you got to get your breath as you're reaching your advantages.
Chris, how do you
Breath back. Get your legs back, and you do that by using your side.
have it?
I've got it 3-1 in favor of Agi Caballel. And has pressed the action for the last 3 rounds of this fight. Now, just gave away kind of that first round with his movement, came back and winning him clean. And starting out this round, winning pretty like the body language on Zhang right now.
Yeah, there's no part in
Clean as well. He has worn down Zhilei Zhang, and I do not...
Oh! There is the big equalizer!
Takes from one of the biggest punchers in the heavyweight division.
The left hand from Big Bang!
That's all it...
And the adrenaline's going to rush through Zhang right that knockdown.
But we saw when Zhang dropped Parker,
And no matter how tired he is, he knows he's going to get a kick right now because of...
he let him off the hook. Let's see if he goes for the gusto here. But what a morale boost for Zhang, who looks almost here. Dead and out of this thing.
You know, like to see Zhang mix up his punches here a little bit. Go down to the body, get Caballel to drop those hands.
Still looks so bad, doesn't he, Zhang?
Zhang's not going
So we can get a clean headshot off.
He's going to go to the body. It takes legs to do that. Right now, they want to bend those knees and take any more energy from his thighs and legs. Easy thing for him to do is just throw a 1-2 to the head. He doesn't...
Remember that fight against Joseph Parker? He dropped Parker twice. He boxed the more active puncher. in that fight. Still lost the decision because he wasn't able to out.
Caballel, for what it's worth, seemed to. But look at the body language from Zhang. Handled that as well as he could have. Doesn't look to be too damning. It's horrendous.
See right here, Caballel should just throw straight. He's giving you that. That's exactly how you tired this big man down, by digging right hands to the midsection, to the body. It's wide open. Digging downstairs. Now he's giving you, and it's a blank canvas right there. Aim it.
But Caballel in the back of his mind knows every punch
At the chest and the torso.
Zhang throws takes something out of the depletion meter.
There we go. That's the first body shot.
The stamina drops.
But Caballel, you can see right away, Zhang doesn't like that. See, he drops his hands and he backs up. No punches coming back from Zhang now.
So Zhang on 5. But Caballel still looks much. Gets a lifeline here with the knockdown and round better and fresher.
Keine Risiko. Ich möchte dich nicht ab. Boxst du. Geh rechts, geh links. Hast du auf den Mann gekürzt. Was macht?
Exchange jab, hook from the southpaw stance. Barely missed that right uppercut, but it was that left. He didn't see that coming. Caballel did not see his own punches, both of them barely glancing off, but it was that shot right. See that coming. So worried about landing there. Left hand chopping down. He didn't even see that punch.
Right on the ear.
10 seconds.
That punch would have done a lot more damage if it would have landed a little bit higher by the temp. But luckily he caught it in the bottom of the ear and towards.
And you got to look at Zhang at
the jaw.
This point as kind of a 60-second fighter, right? Like, but after that, there just isn't enough left in the tank. He can have some success in the first 60 seconds of each round.
Is the great equalizer. He still has that left hand though, and it total punches landed. Caballel double. Pulling. Zhang's 71.
It's right there. That's the success. The body.
The body shot.
See, that's the success.
God has done it for Caballel.
Yeah, the referee is going to rule. Zhang looked like he was about to go down, and then the referee still, I don't know, he looked like he was about to rule that a knockdown, and then it stopped Caballel.
Very strange sequence. Zhang knows the end might be near. He might as well go down, quits.
A big right hand there from Zhang to counter.
I think swinging.
Certainly to put Zhang down. Zhang was hurt to the body, and then the referee, that was a crazy sequence there. It looked like Caballel had an opportunity. I thought he anticipated Zhang going down.
Yeah, that wasn't a knockdown. This could have been a 10-8 round, but he let him slide into the bed. That was a bad job by the referee right there. He should at least come. That gave the Big Bang some confidence to get his breath.
Sent Caballel into that neutral corner.
Back, and then a big shot in between.
It was almost like the referee, strange moment, but nevertheless, this round is descent.
And it's every time it's a right hand, which is a weird.
Has been all Agit Caballel, the German of Curtis.
Thing for a punch to land to the body. The 6'3" fighter is able to throw a straight right hand. But since Zhang is so tall at 6'6" and right to the midsection, it's a little short right hand, straight right hand that keeps. There it is again, backing up and hurting Zhang.
And there he goes, we're going to give him a count as Zhang, you can see it down for the real deal. The red on his face.
He's not getting up. It's going to take too much effort to get.
Heavyweight title contender and Agit Caballel sober. Are we looking at a future who's now undefeated, 26-0?
Win for Agit Caballel here in Riyadh, and
with 18 KOs.
That is the third consecutive, easily the most impressive, chopping down his punchers in the heavyweight division. That was a stick. The big man going toe-to-toe with one of the heavy men win from this undefeated fighter.
You hear it all the time. The bigger they are,
Đây là trận bán kết vật tự do nữ hạng 68 kg giữa người đẹp Lại Diệu Thương Quân đội gặp Đoàn Thị Phương đơn vị Hải Phòng